morning, children. Today we'll start with menstrual cycle. Right? All of us know what is menstrual cycle. In fact, cycle means a repetition of events which includes bleeding phase. Right? So the reproductive cycle in the female primates an order Primata of class Mammalia, right? And it includes monkeys, apes, and humans. So the reproductive cycle in female primates is called menstrual cycle, and this menstrual cycle includes a bleeding from uterus, and that bleeding from uterus is called as menstruation or menses, right? When does it start? Menstrual cycle starts with the onset of puberty, and the beginning of menstrual cycle is called as menarche. In human females, the menstruation is repeated at an average interval of about 28 to 29 days, and the cycle of events starting from one menstruation till the next is called menstrual cycle, right? So the females belonging to order Primata undergo a cyclic event which is repeated after every 28 to 29 days, and those cyclic events include bleeding or menses. So this repetition of events in every 28 to 29 days is only called as menstrual cycle. Okay? Menstrual cycle starts between 12 to 15 years with the onset of puberty, and the beginning of menstrual cycle is called as menarche. Okay, and continues until about 45 to 50 years. After that, it ceases, it stops, and the ceasing of menstrual cycle is called as menopause. You may conclude that the time period from the menarche to menopause actually is the reproductive cycle. Between this only the female is reproductively active. Okay, after menopause the reproductive capacity of human female stops. Menstrual cycle is regulated by certain hormones. Which hormones? Some of the hormones are secreted by pituitary, some of the hormones are secreted by ovaries, right? So what are the hormones secreted by pituitary which regulate menstrual cycle? They are FSH and LH, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. And the ovarian hormones are estrogen and progesterone, right? One ovum is released during the middle of menstrual cycle. So for the sake of convenience, entire menstrual cycle has been divided into 4 phases so that we could study it properly. Menstrual or the bleeding phase, proliferative phase, ovulatory phase, secretory phase, right? What are the 4 phases? Menstrual or bleeding phase, during which there will be bleeding. Proliferative phase will include the rebuilding of endometrium. Ovulatory phase includes release of ovum, and secretory or luteal phase includes the formation of corpus luteum. Okay, so starting with the menstrual phase or bleeding phase. Now one thing I want to make clear here, that we will study this menstrual cycle with the help of this graph given in NCERT book, right? If you will see this graph actually has 4 different parts: first, second, third, fourth, right? These are the days 1 to 28 days, cycle days, which include menstrual cycle, right? These are the changes going on inside the uterus during menstrual cycle. These are the changes in the concentration level of ovarian hormones, right? This shows the ovarian event, what are the changes taking place inside the ovary. Do not get confused. This is including changes inside uterus. This is including changes inside ovary. This is including the change in the concentration of ovarian hormone, namely estrogen and progesterone during menstrual cycle. And the topmost part of the graph shows changes in the hormone concentration of pituitary during the menstrual cycle, right? So we are going to study menstrual cycle with the help of this graph, right? Starting with the first phase, menstrual phase or bleeding phase. In a 28-day menstrual cycle, bleeding takes place on cycle days 3 to 5. Let me make one thing very clear, that we are referring to days, not dates. It's not that the menstrual cycle starts on the first of every month. For some it could be first, for some it could be second, for some it could be 15, for some it could be 20th, right? So if suppose it is starting from second, suppose today it's 27th. If for someone, if it is starting on 27th April, so what will be the date for the next menstrual cycle? Next menstrual cycle will begin by 26th May, right? So it is different for different females. Okay, so the first phase of the menstrual cycle includes bleeding phase. Bleeding may continue from 3 to 5 days of the menstrual cycle. Some can have bleeding only for 3 days, some can have bleeding till 5 days of the menstrual cycle. And what is this bleeding? How does this blood come out? Actually, this bleeding phase results due to breakdown of endometrial lining of the uterus. Endometrial lining means the innermost lining of the uterus sheds out, and the blood vessels present over there, they also disintegrate. So this all forms a fluid, a liquid, which comes out through the vagina. Okay, so cells of endometrial secretions, blood, along with unfertilized ovum constitute the menstrual flow, right? So if we see the changes in the uterus, what is happening? You can see this line. This line is actually showing the bleeding, right? And why is this bleeding? See, number of days, 1 to 5 days of a menstrual cycle. Okay, so why this bleeding is there? Because of endometrial disintegration of endometrial lining. Endometrial lining sheds, झड़ता है और ये thin होता है. You can see it is becoming like this. So due to the shedding of endometrial lining of the uterus, and along with this there is even disintegration of the blood vessel which are present over there, and along with this the unfertilized egg comes out through the vagina, and this only is called as menstruation, right? Menstruation occurs only when the released ovum is not fertilized. That means you can, what is the other aspect of this? If pregnancy occurs, if ovum is fertilized, menstrual cycle will stop. Okay, so menstruation will occur, menstrual cycle will occur only if ovum is unfertilized. What about the concentration of hormone? Production of LH by anterior lobe of pituitary is considerably low. During this phase, you can see the level of hormones, FSH and LH. This red line is showing FSH, blue line is showing LH. So their concentration is considerably low, and that is there with even with the concentration of ovarian hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone, their concentration is also significantly low during the bleeding phase. Okay, now after bleeding phase there starts the second phase, follicular phase or proliferative phase. Proliferative means division, right? So division of what, that we'll discuss very soon. This phase includes cycle days 6 to 13 days in a 28 days cycle. 6 क्योंकि till 5th day there was bleeding. ठीक है, so follicular phase will start after bleeding phase and it will continue till 13th day of the menstrual cycle, right? During this, the follicle stimulating hormone secreted by pituitary stimulates ovarian follicle. Do remember, ovarian follicles in the ovary, they are present in the form of primary follicles, right? So FSH stimulates ovarian follicles to secrete hormone estrogen, right? And what estrogen will do? Estrogen stimulates proliferation of endometrial lining. Proliferation of endometrial lining, that means it will start the building up, rebuilding of the endometrium, so that again it will become thick, and this is accompanied by an increase of uterine gland and blood vessel, right? So estrogen is stimulating the building up of endometrium. It is even stimulating an increase in the uterine gland so that they are also rebuilt, and it even stimulates the reconstruction of blood vessels. Okay, and at the same time within the ovary, these events are taking place in the uterus. Is that clear? These are taking place in the uterus, right? And estrogen even stimulates the growth of a new follicle. The follicles in the ovary are present in the form of primary follicle containing primary oocyte. So a primary follicle will grow into secondary follicle, a secondary follicle will grow into tertiary follicle, a tertiary follicle will grow into a mature follicle, right? So since there is growth of a new follicle, that is why the phase is called as follicular phase. And since there is rebuilding of endometrial lining of the uterus because of the division of cells, because of proliferation, so the phase is also called as proliferative phase, right? So just see this diagram, it is starting from here. So you can see again this endometrial lining is thickening, right? And along with the increase in the thickness of endometrial innermost lining of the uterus, there is even reconstruction of the blood vessels. Okay, and here you can see there is significant increase in the hormone dhire dhire, gradually. FSH is also increasing, LH is also increasing. Okay, and ovarian hormone, the estrogen is also significantly increasing gradually. See, धीरे धीरे ये ग्राफ ऊपर हो रहा है, ठीक है? तो FSH का कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ रहा है, LH का कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ रहा है, एस्ट्रोजन का कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ रहा है, प्रोजेस्टेरॉन इज स्टिल नॉट बीइंग सिक्रीटेड, ये अभी भी 0 है. Clear? So that is the end of the second phase. Coming to the third phase, ovulatory phase. Both LH and FSH attain a peak. They become maximum in terms of their concentration in the middle of cycle. And what is the middle of cycle? It is about 14th day in a 28 to 29 days of the cycle. So around 14th day of the menstrual cycle, both LH and FSH become maximum, and rapid secretion of LH leading to its maximum level during the mid cycle, during the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, is called LH surge. And this LH surge induces rupture of a Graafian follicle inside the ovary. Graafian follicle means the mature follicle, and when a mature follicle will rupture, ovum or the egg is released, and at which stage this ovum is released, we have discussed this previously. Egg is released at secondary oocyte stage, and this rupture of Graafian follicle and release of ovum is called as ovulation, and that is why the phase is called as ovulatory phase. Okay, so here this is the 14th day of the cycle, right? And around 14th day of the cycle, you can see this blue line which is showing LH and the red line FSH. They both attain a peak. They both are secreted in their highest concentration, and the increased maximum level in the concentration of LH is called as LH surge. Okay, so this causes the rupture of follicle. See, these are the changes taking place inside the ovary. After the bleeding phase is over, a new follicle is growing. Primary is becoming secondary, secondary is becoming tertiary, tertiary is becoming a mature follicle, and around 14th day a mature follicle is rupturing so that the ovum is released at secondary oocyte stage, and the stage is called as ovulation, right? And this is why the phase is also called as ovulatory phase. Okay, now coming to the last phase of the menstrual cycle, luteal or secretory phase. This phase includes the cycle days 15 to 28 days in a 28-day cycle, because on the 14th day there was ovulatory phase. So luteal phase will start after ovulatory phase from 15th to 28 days. Okay, what happens? See the ruptured follicle. The remaining cells of the ruptured follicles are stimulated by luteinizing hormone to develop into a yellow mass, to develop into a structure called as corpus luteum. Once again, after ovulation, the egg is being released. What will happen to this egg? Egg will be picked up by fimbriae of the fallopian tube, and that will be moved towards the fallopian tube for fertilization, right? And the cells of the ruptured follicle, they will be stimulated by luteinizing hormone to develop into a yellow body, a yellow mass called as corpus luteum. And what is the function of corpus luteum? Corpus luteum secretes a hormone, very large amount of hormone, progesterone. So one thing you can notice, ki till ovulatory phase progesterone is not being secreted, right? After ovulation, as soon as corpus luteum is formed, progesterone secretion goes up, it becomes maximum, right? And what is the function of progesterone? Main function of progesterone is to maintain the endometrial lining of the uterus. जब तक progesterone secrete होगा, endometrial lining uterus का maintain रहेगा, right? And such an endometrium, thick endometrium, is necessary for implantation of fertilized ovum, right? So ये endometrial lining, thick endometrial lining is required for the implantation of the fertilized egg or the zygote, right? So most important function of progesterone. is to maintain the endometrial lining, right? And it even stimulates uterine glands to secrete large amount of watery mucus, right? So this last phase is also called as a luteal phase. Why? Because there is formation of corpus luteum. This is also called as secretory phase. Why secretory phase? Because the uterine glands are stimulated to secrete a large amount of watery mucus, right? And this all is actually the preparation made by the uterus for conceiving the fertilized egg. यूटेरस अपने आप को प्रिपेयर किया है, अपने आप को थिक कर लिया है, वाटरी सिक्रीशन म्यूकस सिक्रीट हो रहा है ताकि वो फर्टिलाइज एग को रिसीव कर सके, राइट? और जब तक प्रोजेस्टेरॉन सिक्रीट होगा तब तक एंडोमेट्रियल लाइनिंग बना रहेगा, तब तक दूसरा फॉलिकल मैच्योर नहीं होगा. एंड दैट इज व्हाई दिस हार्मोन प्रोजेस्टेरॉन इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज प्रेगनेंसी हार्मोन, right? So you can see around 23 to 24 days this endometrial lining is maintained. Now after this, in the absence of fertilization, there is no use of progesterone. Got it? So the corpus luteum starts to degenerate. Degenerate मतलब वो छोटा हो रहा, खत्म हो रहा है, right? So corpus luteum starts to degenerate and this is the regressing corpus luteum, this is the reduced corpus luteum. and जैसे जैसे corpus luteum छोटा होगा, डिसइंटीग्रेट होगा, प्रोजेस्टेरॉन का सिक्रीशन कम होता जाएगा, और जैसे जैसे प्रोजेस्टेरॉन का सिक्रीशन कम होता जाएगा, एंडोमेट्रियल लाइनिंग again it will start to disintegrate, right? So that it will lead to the beginning of a new menses, new menstruation, new bleeding phase and a new menstrual cycle, right? So this is what is the menstrual cycle, right? Now this graph is very important because sometimes the questions are asked only from this part, sometimes it is asked from this part. Okay, sometimes it is asked, okay, what are the ovarian events taking place during a menstrual cycle? What are the, how do pituitary hormones induce the different phases of menstrual cycle? So the question could be asked in parts. So the graph is very, very, very important. Okay, thank you, children.